Hi designers, so here is a quick and easy tutorial on how to make this trendy detachable cape. It is very simple, detailed and beginner friendly. So if you're interested, please watch this video till the end. If this is your first time here, click on the subscribe button, like, share and also drop a comment. I'm going to be drafting on my paper first before transferring it to my main fabric, and the first thing I'll be doing is to draw a straight horizontal line which is going to be serving as the shoulder line. Next I'll go ahead to mark my shoulder measurement divided by 2 on the line I just drew. So I'll divide that. My shoulder divided by 2 is 7.5. Next I'll come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope, after which I'll mark my armhole depth which is 8 inch. After marking the 8 inch, at this point, I'll also go ahead to mark my shoulder measurement divided by 2 to enable me draw a straight line. After marking that, I'll connect the shoulder slope to the 8 inch like this, after which I'll go ahead to draw the chest line like you see me doing in the video. Next, I'll go ahead to mark the length of the cape I'm making. So go ahead to decide how long you want it to be. So for me, I marked 12 inch as the length of the cape because I want it to stop around the bust point. After marking that, I'll draw a straight horizontal line at the point I just marked like this. Next, I'll be marking the neck width and the neck depth. For the neck width, I marked 3 inch, while for the neck depth, I marked 1 inch for the back. I'll be drafting both the front and back at the same time. After marking the 1 inch for the neck depth, I'll go ahead to mark the neck depth for the front, which is 3.5 inch. After marking that, I'll go ahead to draw the neckline with my ruler, like you see me doing in the video. After drawing the neckline, I'll go ahead to draw the shoulder slope. And when drawing the shoulder slope, I will extend the shoulder slope all the way like you see me doing in the video. The next thing we're going to be doing now is to work on the extension. So to do this, go ahead to measure your round shoulder measurement and add some ease to it, after which you divide it by 4. So my round shoulder measurement is 41. Then I went ahead to add 2 inch extra for ease. So the ease depends on how free you want it to be. So after doing that, I went ahead to divide the answer by 4, and what I got was 11.25. So from the center front here, I'll go ahead to mark the 11.25 like this. After marking it, I'll measure what I have from the shoulder extension like this, and I'll go ahead to mark it on the chest line and also on the length of the cape we are making like this. After marking, I'll connect the point together with a straight line like this. Next, go ahead to determine how you want the edge to be. If you want a pointy edge, you can leave it the way it is. And if you want it to have a curved edge, just go ahead to place the curve part of a ruler like this and draw the curve like you see me doing in the video. So whatever design you want the edge to be, just go ahead to do it at this point. The choice is yours to make. So next I'll head over to the center front to work on the front. So for the front, you can draw whatever design you want on the front of the cape. So for me, I went in by 2.5 inch on the center front on the length of the cape like this. After marking that, I connected that point to the front neck depth with my ruler like this. So you can do whatever design you want at this point. You can draw a curve like this. You can do whatever you want. It depends on the style you want on the front of the cape. So basically this is it for the drafting of the cape. The next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to cut it out. So when cutting, I'll cut out the back neckline first. So after transferring to my fabric, I'll go ahead to cut out the front neckline. So I'll be using this pattern to cut both the front and the back of the cape. So after cutting, this is what the cape is going to look like. Next, I'll go ahead to transfer to my fabric, and I'll be marking a seam allowance of 0.5 inch all the way around when cutting on my fabric. So here I'm gonna head to cut out my pattern on my fabric. Here I have the lining piece and here I have the main fabric. So I'm using the same fabric as the lining for the cape I'm making. So when making yours, use the same fabric for both the lining and your fashion fabric. So when you open up the front, this is what the front of the cape is going to look like. And also on the lining piece, I went ahead to attach an interface and I just added it to the upper part because I'm working with a thick fabric. So if your fabric is very light, go ahead to add the interface all through. So I went ahead to add a collar gum to just the upper part. And when adding your interface, do not add it too much so it's not too bulky at the top of the cape. The next thing we'll be doing now is to start stitching the cape together, and in doing that I'll go ahead to join my fabric to fabric and lining to lining. So I'll go ahead to place it this way. After placing it this way, go ahead to place it like this. The good face should face each other place the front on the back like you see me doing in the video. And after placing it, I head over to my sewing machine to join the shoulder area together and also the side. I'll repeat the same thing on this other side and also on the lining piece. So after joining, this is what it looks like. So here I have the lining and here I have the main fabric. The next I'll be doing is to join the lining and the main fabric together. And when joining, I'm going to be creating a buttonhole with a piece of fabric. I'll be placing it 0.5 inch from the neckline. This is the buttonhole that will be used to hook the neck of the cape we are making, and you can use a hook and eye if you don't want to use a buttonhole. So I'm going to be using this piece of fabric to create the buttonhole. After doing that, I'll go ahead to join the front and back together like this, making sure the good face are facing each other. And I'll go ahead to stitch the neckline first. After sewing the neckline using 0.5 inch, I'm going to go ahead to close up the lower part of the cape, after which I'll close up the front. And I'm going to be leaving a little space at the front with which I'll turn the cape over to the good face. So I'll head over to my sewing machine to quickly do this. So before doing this, make sure you pin it down to see if it aligns before you start sewing. So you sew the neckline first, then come over to the hem, and then you go ahead to close up the front of the cape. After doing the lining and the main fabric together, this is what the cape looks like. After I was done doing that, I went ahead to give it a good press, and I also went ahead to create my button. I'll be fixing my button in the other side, and this is the button hole, and this is the little hole I use in flipping the fabric over to the good face. I'm going to be closing that part up with my hemming gum, and this is it for the detachable cape. So this is what the cape should look like when it is being worn. If you find this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe if you are yet to, and also don't forget to like, share and drop a comment. Thank you for watching. I will see you in my other tutorials.